Hey everybody, Krystal Gamer here, and welcome to my channel where I do all things Sims. And I'm having my first video in like a week and a half or something like that. So sorry to my followers. I let folks know on Twitter. I don't know if I said it on the YouTube channel before, but I'm doing NaNoWriMo this month, which for anyone that is not a writer is basically a challenge where you try to write a 30 to 50,000 word manuscript in a month. And I'm going for 80,000 words actually, but yeah, so I've been really busy with that, and that is kind of taking a lot of priority this month. So fewer videos than usual, but we got the new platform, so I absolutely had to do a video for that. We're getting the snowy escapes, so there will be videos for that as well. So I'm taking a little time off of NaNoWriMo. So basically I'm kind of bouncing back and forth a little bit between the NaNoWriMo and Sims right now. And this one here, I had to do a build with platforms because this is something I have wanted for so long. I have just wanted split level functionality forever, and the way they've done it is awesome because it's actually even better than I could have thought of. Well, I don't know, better than I could have thought of ever. If I had put some serious thought into it, I might have come up with it, but nonetheless I don't know, but nonetheless, I really like the way they've done it because we can have platforms at any size, essentially any shape. You can even have rounded platforms. There are some limitations to working with the rounded and squares. I have discovered pretty much essentially the same limitations you have working on a regular level. It's just that they go to the platform portion of the program too. So and oh, there is another thing too. If you haven't really started using them yet, at least this is something that I experienced, was once I got to the interior of the house, I wanted to make some changes to the walls and such. And I had already started doing the furnishing. And when I wanted to change some of the walls on the interior, it wanted to delete all of the furniture. And if I made the change, obviously it deleted all of the furniture, and I would have had to start refurnishing from scratch. So I decided just not to move the walls, and because it does that. So my suggestion would be to furnish last, make sure that you have all your walls kind of in place. I think I think I did a test where like I put down a wall and I copied it and I moved it to like the open area, and I think that I did not have a problem with it doing it that way. So I think that there's a workaround around if you do it like that. Basically just take a copy of one section of a wall or something to fill in a room rather than just making a room. But yeah, it was a bit of a problem. And you can see like on the video, you can see when I'm lowering the front, because I do tiers in the front, and basically do some very sunken rooms in the front so that I can have the whole, all the windows and everything. So I make the walls to do that and to sink down a portion of the floor. And that's no problem at all because I have no furniture or anything in there. And basically you can manipulate whatever you want beforehand, but you couldn't after the furniture was in without losing stuff. And the other thing that I noticed is you can see in the front on this where I have the stairs and the sunken rooms, it allowed me to do railings on a portion of the area before the sunken rooms, but where the stairs were, it would not let me do railings. It would only allow me to do half walls. So that was another kind of like interesting little thing that sort of like a little, I don't know if I'd call it a glitch or whatever, but it's just kind of like a little quirky thing or whatever. So just a couple of my little discoveries so far in working with the platforms. They're a little hard to work with if you make mistakes, at least the way I'm working with them. I don't know if there's another way to do it, but I'm kind of working with them with the walls and stuff. So, yeah, if you're doing a thing like I made a mistake in the front with the stairs, and it was multiple platforms to create the stairs, and because I made a mistake and I decided to just do a little change, I ended up kind of basically like deleting it all and redoing it, and I don't know, that may have been partially just because I don't like fully know how to work with them yet. Like, I'll probably find ways to better work with them as I spend more time working with them. But I'm just so delighted that we have platforms. And, you know, I've already started fooling around with the Snowy Escapes too, because I'm a game changer. I have early access, which is awesome. Thank you, EA Games. So, oh goodness, I am going to have my videos out. I'm going to have probably a build buy review, and I don't know what else I'm going to do with it, but I like the world a lot. I really like the world. It is beautiful. I've spent some time, y'all know I'm a photographer, so I've spent some time actually just taking some photos in the world, because I really like the new world. I think that this one here excels in that area. I felt that way about Sulani too. I thought Sulani was probably one of their best worlds, and I'm feeling that way. I like the snowy world. I like the snowy world a lot. So yeah, fun stuff. That's going to be good too. And this, oh my God, I had so much fun just being able to do the platforms. I am so happy. And multiple tiers. It's not like, you know, I've been asking for split level for so long. What I thought they were going to end up giving us was just like the ability to have, like, I don't know, one split or something in a room. This here allows so much flexibility. The way they coded it, they did a very good job on the coding of this. It really allows so much flexibility, because it's pretty much any level you want, any size you want. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. I did run into a few other glitches. I had some trouble placing rugs on some of the platforms. What else did I run into? In the corners, I ran into a couple of areas in the corners where I tried to place a plant or something like that, and it would sink down. And so I had a couple of placement problems on the platforms, but for the most part, they seem to work pretty well. Those were kind of like the only real glitches I experienced in dealing with them. So yeah, I'm really ecstatic anyway. I'm sure that they're going to iron out the few glitches that they have, but I'm just ecstatic. For me, this is like one of the best updates I think that we've had in a long time. Just having the platforms, huge. Really love it. Yes, very much. It's going to make so many, you know, there are so many good builders great builders in the community, and this is just going to open up so much for anyone that's a builder. It really opens up a lot, and it can make us, like, we can do things that are a lot more interesting, because you can kind of create designs and stuff with platforms, and yeah, you can have a good time with this, and just being able to do a split level house and stuff like that, and like what I did in this house almost ended up, it almost felt like a loft area, kind of on the first floor, like the sunken area with the area up top. It almost felt a little loftish, so it created this kind of like different feel. And yeah, you can't do that any other way. The platforms are beautiful. And you could do, like, if you just do a one square thing, you could potentially make like chairs out of them, and then take some of the real chairs and move the cushions up top or something. You could play with that. And yeah, there's all sorts of different things you can do. Create a little platform in a bedroom for kids as a hidey hole or something. And there's just a ton of stuff, like, yeah, you could have a kid's bed and then put a platform behind it and put the dollhouse or something up there on a platform. Stages. I'm so happy I can finally do stages. I have builds that I did before that I've had stages in. I've had builds. I did a movie theater build a while back, and all of these you had to like really compromise on how to do these things, because you couldn't have a real stage. And my movie theater didn't work properly because of the game limitations. And so I was actually thinking about going back to a couple of my old builds and maybe possibly redoing them with platforms. I don't know. God knows I don't have time right now with doing the novel thing, the NaNoWriMo thing. I am so kind of swamped right now. But taking this break to do sim stuff for a couple of days. I've basically taken a couple of days off writing. It's good. I kind of needed it. I need it for my arms and my hands too. I have a lot of pain issues, and so I need it for that, and just to, I don't know, get your mind. You need to do something different with your mind now and then. I'm supposed to write every day. It's going to put me behind, but I needed a break in many ways. I needed kind of like a break. I went for 8 solid days, like basically writing from pretty much the time I woke up till the time I went to bed, essentially. And yeah, sometimes you just need a break, you know? But if anyone wants this house, by the way, this is a single family home. I built it in Newcrest, but you could it's pretty sort of generic. Like you could kind of put it almost any place, I think. Well, maybe not any place, but it would fit into several of the worlds. It sort of has a modern feel on the inside. And the outside, I don't know. I went a little bit different with the outside. It's probably a little modern feeling too, but yeah, I feel like you could kind of have it in multiple places. I gotta find it though so I can check the price for you guys. I'm looking that up right now because I always forget to check that before I actually do the video. So let's see here. Oh my goodness, I did well. It's only 78,000 simoleons. For me, that's pretty cheap, man. That is good. It's a 30 by 20 lot. 78,000 simoleons. Now, I actually, it might be slightly higher because that's probably, I'm looking at my last save and that might be just a little bit old. And I may have, I keep adding stuff. Even like at the end of this video, I did a little tour. You guys will see the little tour. And like I totally furnished the upstairs hall way more after the tour. I made the living room sunken after the tour. I ended up adding other stuff and yeah, so I have a tendency not to quit. I just keep going with stuff. I don't know what's wrong with me, but it is what it is. And actually we're already on the tour. I don't know. We were probably on the tour when I said that, but I looked away to the game to download, or not to download, to get you the price on the house. So if we were already in the tour and I was talking like I didn't know it, that's why I took my eyes away from the screen for a minute to look at something else. And there's Polly. She's my new sim for this house. I like her. She's pretty cool. And I really dig this house. I'm liking this house better than any that I've created in a little while. Although I haven't actually created houses in a little while. I don't feel like, have I? I don't know. I don't know what I've been doing. But I played this a little bit with this sim, this Polly girl that I made. I played it a little bit with her, and it's a good house to play. And it plays nicely. This room that we're going back into, by the way, the room in the back, where, well, we don't really see the room, we see the door. That is a tiny bathroom. When I do the tours, a lot of times it's really hard for me to get bathrooms, especially if they're like a tiny half bath or something like that. It's just too hard to tour it and get in there, you know. And sorry, I ended up doing the tour thing before having it entirely finished, I guess, because I added more stuff afterwards, but I don't know. I add stuff for a while, but I do like this house from a playability standpoint. It plays really well, so hopefully one or two people will download it on the gallery or something and enjoy playing it too, because it offers a lot of different stuff for sim to do. You know, I'm always looking to have sims. I love skill development. That's my favorite thing. So I always like to have stuff that offers a lot of skills in the house, on the property, you know. But in any case, we're getting kind of close to the end of the tour, so I probably should shut up soon. So I'm gonna say all my closing stuff, which would be thank you so much for spending the time with me today. And of course, if you like the house, if you like the video, please don't forget to hit the like button before you leave. If you are not yet subscribed, I do a whole bunch of stuff. I do builds, tours, challenges, pack reviews, pretty much anything Sims. So if you like Sims, you can find that here. Normal schedule is 2 videos a week, but for this month, because I'm writing a novel, like trying to write it in a 1 month period, we're having a bit fewer videos this week, but or this month rather, but I will have some videos out for the Snowy Escape for sure. And I think I'm going to run one of the contests to give away a free pack as well. I just need to make up an ad for it. I need to find the time to do that. So if you're interested in a potential free pack, I'm going to be doing one of those too, as are a lot of other people, of course. So if you're on Twitter, definitely sign up to like everyone that's doing them for sure. If you don't have a pack yet, you know, so maybe you can win one. And yeah, that's about it for today. So thanks so much, and hope to see you all back again next time. Bye now.